Welcome to our workshop training session on the topic of integrity and your business. My name is Ralph Scheuers, and in this session we're going to look at what integrity means, the effects of having integrity within your life, and how having integrity within your business is essential to its survival. To illustrate this, we're going to ask you to participate in this exercise by filling out the worksheet in front of you. If you do not have a worksheet, then you can obtain one of these from our webpage at www.microlendaustralia.com.au. You can find these documents under the Resources and Training section. On the worksheet, you will see that the pages have been divided into 4 columns. The first 2 columns are dedicated to business owner A, whilst the last 2 columns are for business owner B. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to introduce you to a sample business owner, Doug. Hello Doug, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Ralph.
Doug happens to be an extremely nice fellow who runs a mechanic workshop. Doug also happens to have very good ethics and integrity. What I would like you, the audience, to do now is to fill in the left-hand column of your worksheet with the type of characteristics you would expect Doug to have if he has integrity. As an example, hopefully you would expect Doug to have honesty. So Doug, can you tell us a bit about yourself? What kind of a person are you?
Well, I like to think that I'm an honest person, that I deliver my work on time, and that I take people's circumstances into account, and that people can trust me. I also understand that people depend on me doing a good job on their car, so that they and their family are safe when travelling in the vehicle.
Doug, thank you so much for giving us a rundown on how you run your business. Now, to the people watching, I would like you now to fill in the 3rd column, which is for business owner B, who unfortunately has no integrity. This should be easy for you to do, as all you have to do is put in the opposite word in the 3rd column from that in the 1st column. For the purposes of this exercise, I'm going to pretend that I am business person B, who also has a mechanics workshop. However, unbeknownst to you, I have little or no integrity. Let us now assume that you are bringing in your car in order to have it serviced and to get 2 new tyres replaced. Doug, can you tell us what you would tell your customer?
Well, I would say thank you for bringing your car to me. What I'll do for you is to check your oil, replace any fuel and air filters, check your steering and brakes, tune your engine, and get you 2 new tyres. I also understand that you need the car back in time to pick up your wife from shopping by 4 p.m. So I'll have your car ready by 3:30 p.m. The total cost will be $350, which includes $200 for the tyres, $50 for the oil and filters, and $100 for our labour.
Thank you, Doug. Guess what I, business owner B, am going to tell you if you approach me as a customer? I'm going to tell you the same as Doug. That is, I will check your oil, replace any fuel and air filters, check your steering and brakes, tune your engine, and get you 2 new tyres. Except I'm going to do the whole thing for only $300. Who would you choose? Obviously, most of you would go with me, but some may still want to go with Doug. Let's see now what actually happens. In both cases, you come back at 3:30 p.m. to pick up your car. Doug, can you tell us what you have to say?
Well, here is your car. My apprentice has managed to give your car a full service, and I've checked all his work to see that it is okay. We also noticed that the windscreen washer fluid was low, and we replaced this at no extra charge. We also cleaned the outside of your car to make it look nicer. I hope that you enjoy a safe ride to pick up your wife from shopping. Before leaving, please ensure that you pay your bill at the counter. We have also placed a sticker in your car to show you when you should come in for your next service.
How do you feel about the service you received from Doug? Please enter in the second column on the worksheet how you feel about Doug's honesty, timeliness, trustworthiness, and so on. Let's now have a look what happened to the customers that came to me. Firstly, I have to tell you that the car wasn't ready on time. The result was that you had to pick up the car on the following day. That is because I had not supervised my apprentice, who therefore didn't know what to do. Also, instead of getting you new tyres, I put on 2 retreads which looked like new ones. Similarly, I only cleaned out the old air filter and simply replaced it, although I charged you for a new one. With regards to replacing the oil, I just topped it up with some new cheap oil. The result is that I made a lot more money at your expense. You, however, don't know this. Hence, you pay for the work on your vehicle. 3 months later, you meet my apprentice in the street. He mentions to you that he has quit his job because of the terrible way I run my business. He tells you about the unethical work practices and also that he never got paid his wages on time. How do you now feel about the services you received from me? Please enter in the 4th column on the worksheet how you feel about my lack of integrity. How do you feel about business person A, Doug? How do you feel about business person B, Ralph? How do you think they feel about themselves? Who would you like to deal with? Whom would you like as a husband, wife, or friend? Who could possibly gain more in the short term? Is it business person B? Do you think they can sustain this into the future? Who is likely to succeed in the long term? Who has no chance of success? Why do you think so? Can you see that it is stupid to run your business with no integrity? Clearly, the person with integrity is the only person who can succeed in the long term. So, here's my question to you. If you're going to be the business owner, what are you going to be like? What type of person do you think Doug and I would like to deal with? Indeed, what type of person do you think your business deserves? This concludes this training session. I hope that this exercise has shown you that keeping your integrity is the only hope of success that your business has.